Howdy, camera slingers. Welcome to the 2016 Short Video Showdown Pre-Show. My name is Clay, and I'm with Alan Nelson, experienced film critic and actor.
Hello, everyone.
Also with us is Rockin' Ricky Gupta, also experienced film critic and actor.
Howdy.
They're going to help us take a look at the immensely talented teams that will be competing this year for the 2016 Short Video Showdown Championship. Guys, the teams just keep getting more and more talented at the showdown. Boy, I tell you what.
You ain't exaggerating, Clay. This year we got the returning team, Gentle Giant. They finished in third place last year with their production, The Funeral.
It's a obvious choice as a name, considering the fact that the teams last year were assigned to do a comedy with a funeral as the theme.
Obvious choice, I imagine.
Yeah. If you watch the film The Funeral, it appears there was no boom mic in Clay and Ricky.
That's right. If they had used a boom mic or lavalier microphone, the audio would have been more pronounced and clear.
I think they lost a lot of points because of the audio difficulties.
Did the film still work and get across to the audience, you guys think?
Yes, I think so, Clay. You can tell, of course, that somebody had died, and the characters are mourning throughout the film. Then, of course, the main character has a breakdown and jumps off a balcony at the end of the film. And it ends with this marvelous panning shot of the portrait of a cat, who you then realize is the deceased.
That's right, Alan. You can follow the story. But they did seem to have some transitional issues from shot to shot as well.
Okay, guys, we do have the returning Micah Webb, who led Team Micah to capture the very first Short Video Showdown Championship. They'll be competing as Houston Acting Group this year after starting a new film production organization. Check them out on Facebook under Houston Acting Group.
And they competed, again, as Team Micah last year, Clay. But actually, they didn't finish last year in time because of the difficulty that the time constraints puts on all the competitors in this competition.
Yes, Alan, they didn't finish last year. You really have to go into this thing technically prepared as well as mentally prepared.
Well, Ricky, don't underestimate them, because they've been producing shorts left and right this year and honing their craft.
So Rockin' Ricky, what do you think their chances are of knocking out the reigning champs, Team Films for Actors, this year?
That's a tough question, Clay. If Team Houston Actors Group can really bring it on the technical side, I think they can beat almost any team because they're solid in their creative content. But Mark's team, Films for Actors, is superior on the technical side to most teams, so they're hard to beat on that end.
Well, one thing is for sure, these two teams will be bringing their A game on March 26th to battle it out. Last year, the genre was comedy, and the theme that the teams had to incorporate into their films was funeral. What types of films would you guys like to see this year?
Well, Clay, what I'd really like to see is a horror movie genre with artificial intelligence and barnyard animals.
And with the recent release of Star Wars, myself, I'd like to see something that's in a sci-fi or action and see what the teams can do to incorporate maybe some special effects and maybe some stunts. Of course, don't want anybody to get hit, but love to see some Star Wars type activity.
Asking for stunts in a 5-hour film contest, that certainly will not be boring.
Indeed, indeed. Well, like I said, we don't want anybody to get hurt, but we want to see what the capabilities of these teams are, the creativity, the versatility, and just the variety in these teams. Okay, camera slingers, we have with us today the team leader of D-Reality, James Sire. They were the runners-up last year with A Shitty Funeral. So James, tell us, how did you first hear about the Short Video Showdown?
Well, it was last January, and I have a friend named Jen Schindler, and she contacted me and told me about this competition, and once I read into it, I was really excited to participate in it.
So, on last year's competition, how did you go about selecting a team for the event?
Well, I wanted the fastest gunslingers in the West. I wanted filmmakers who can go in there, shoot a high-quality film, and make it look great and come out and just have a really great film. So I made sure to base my team around that.
And James, what kind of camera did you use?
I used a Canon T3i.
Did you guys have any lighting issues using the T3i?
As far as I can tell, no. It seemed like the room that we were shooting in, it was very well lit, and my cinematographer, Michael Allman, who's brilliant at what he does, he seemed to have everything in order, and from what I can tell, visually, watching the film, everything seemed to work out just fine.
Did you know everybody that participated in your film, actors and crew, before you started, or did you pull some in?
That's actually a great question because I needed a cinematographer, like I said before, who was fast, quick, knew how to shoot, knew how to edit in a very timely manner. And so I contacted my friend Chuck Norfolk, and I said, hey, I need this cinematographer, and he referred me to Michael Allman. And since then, I mean, I fell in love with Michael Allman's work, and that was kind of our first meeting point, was this competition. We've been working with each other ever since. So with him, that was my first time.
So the competition is a great way to make connections and pull in future working partners.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And especially in these types of situations where there's not enough time to get everything that you want, and you guys can work efficiently and professionally. And from that situation, you can say, okay, I know I can work with this guy, I know we can get things done, and there you have it.
James, how important would you say making a film on the fly with time constraints, or speed filmmaking, how important a skill is that today?
I would say that is incredibly important. When it comes down to a production, when there's money involved, and you have people that you're paying and you have a schedule, it is incredibly important to follow those schedules. And I think it is key when it comes to time and the production. It's key that both of those go hand in hand. It is very important that people need to work in a time frame.
So James, how can we find D Reality Productions online and your contact information?
Great question. Here in a month, we're going to have dreality.com launch, and that's the best way that you can find us. Right now, the best way to find me is through my Facebook, just James Seyer, S-E-Y-E-R. If you have any scripts, send it to us. We make feature films, short films, commercials. We do it all.
Well, we do appreciate your time, and if you want to contact D Reality Productions, there's the information to be able to reach them. We do look forward to what D Reality brings this year's competition, and don't forget this trophy, it could be yours. So be sure and enter at www.shortvideoshowdown.com, where you could be the 2016 champions.